Tonight's the night for football, everybody. The bright lights are on, the stage is set, and the crowd is ready. It's Monday Night Primetime on EA Sports. Straight ahead with a nationwide audience tuning in, it's a Monday Night Primetime showdown between the Houston Texans and the Seattle Seahawks.
Will Lutz set to kick off.
To kick off, here's Will Lutz. Monday Night Primetime is underway. Ty Felton here to return it. Ooh, a big lick from the coverage team there. It's going to stop things before they can get it to the 30.
At their own 29-yard line.
All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. We'll go play action here. It's Milrow. That's taken in by Bell. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip the rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover it.
Call it no gain, maybe one at best on that play. That leaves him with 3rd and 2. There he is on 3rd and short. Ooh, almost an opening drive pick, but he couldn't hang on. He dropped it, so the potential turnover lines up on the ground as they'll bring up 4th down. Possibly an early indicator of where they're going to want to go when they want important yards, Brock. Didn't need that much on 3rd down, but they chose to throw for it instead of run it.
Yeah, one of the things about that down and distance is you typically get man-to-man coverage. So I don't mind that call, being aggressive, but you got to find a way to execute.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Seattle getting everybody set. They've got 1st and 10.
Get set.
Purdy throwing here to start. That's complete. It's Javonte Williams. And they're going to get to him after a gain of close to 5 as they send him out.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. When one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league. Quarterback of his renowns, Kate, I'm not surprised at all to see him throw it into double coverage early. And that incompletion, well, it's just going to fuel his confidence that much more to keep forcing it.
3rd and short. Here's Purdy. Knocked away and hits the ground. Incomplete. That brings up 4th down. And, partner, I think we just got to look at what's going to be one of their biggest challenges in this one, operating quick enough to neutralize that pass rush.
That's right. And I know it's very, very early, obviously, the opening drive, but hits like that compound. That's why defenses stress it each and every week to get after the quarterback, because hits like that can have an effect throughout.
And they bring him down to put a stop to that return.
At their own 36-yard line.
Nice starting spot for the Texans here. They're about set. 1st and 10. First play is going to be a give to Genty. And the stop is made just before he's able to reach that midfield strike. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from 1st down to 1st down in just one play. Get that big play potential on the ground. Jeez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
Football's on the 48. Here we go. 1st down. Back to Genty. And he's going to get this to the opposing 41. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a 1st down.
It really is pretty simple. If you want to run against a 3-4 group right up the gut, number one, you got to control that nose tackle. Number two, you got to get people to the second level. That was teaching tape.
So first down from the 41. Another give here to Genty. And this play doesn't work out like the last snap, right? So you can only get back to the line with defense all over this one.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
68, Panther 60, Panther 60. Buffalo 18. 60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats.
Shotgun now for Milrow. Finds a seam down the middle. This is going to take him into the red zone. He's down at the 16-yard line. This one goes for an even 25 yards. And it'll be a first down, Texans. Defenders in the area, they still make the connection, Brock. It almost looked like it was just another throw on the practice field.
Yeah, this is how you just develop that just trust factor, that connection. We see it with QBs and tight ends, and the best of them make it look easy.
Coming to the line for another first and 10.
19 tight, 19. Come on. Set. 60.
Man in motion here. First down throw here from Milrow. On the move, headed right. And he's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans take a 6-0 lead in the first quarter. Exactly the play they were looking for, Brock. They saw it, and he put it right on the money.
Yeah, it really was a perfect play. This is what it looked like in practice, but more importantly now to get it done in game time, that's what you're looking for. Amazing when it all comes together.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. Here's Thomas on the return. Big shot at the end of that long back as he gets it just past the 20.
At their own 22-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. First and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Williams. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. And it's not just you quarterbacks, Brock Hewitt, who got to have short memories. You tell me these two defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
Escapes the pocket. As a man, that's Cortland Sutton. And this is going to be out of bounds. Defense catches up to him near that 45. It's a gain of 22. And that means a fresh set of downs for Seattle.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Give to Williams from the gun. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
Sometimes you just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play that just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer. Find the lane quicker. The defender may be a half step late, and this could have been much, much more exciting.
Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. Gets some space around midfield. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
And the Seahawks first down. First and 10 at the 43-yard
The gun is Purdy. It's complete to Hunter Henry. And he's going to have this one down to the 20. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them on the route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after it.
Toward the side of the end zone, but that one's incomplete.
No real secret. They were going to get him and his height involved early there, Kate. The secret was how is he going to be defended? Well, they chose to go physical. And that will plant a little thought in his mind. The next time the ball comes his way, he better be ready for some contact.
That's taken in by Henry. And he's out of bounds at the 6-yard line. First and goal coming up.
13 yards.
Move the chains! Got to move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
First and goal at the 6-yard line.
That's going to do it for our first quarter here on Monday Night Primetime. It's an early advantage for the Texans. More from Lumen Field in just a minute. Back now for the second quarter, and the Seahawks, they have got to look towards the end zone. First and goal, here's Williams. So some defensive initiative in that goal to go, Brock. They take him down behind the line. Second and goal coming up.
He was taken down
That goose egg up on the scoreboard, Brock, is not going away anytime soon if they keep having plays like that.
They really need something. An injection of energy here. Nothing will take the spark out of the series. Quite like getting stuck for a loss.
Oh, again, it looks like a pick, but they drop it. A chance to steal it away in the end zone, but they just can't finish the play.
Well, that's not the uniform you want to see almost bringing it in. They are so fortunate to have another shot down here after the near pick.
And it's incomplete on third and goal.
You know, that's an example right there where you just simply got to be on the same page with each other and get both ends of the play right to execute. They want that one back.
Will
Lutz on to attempt the field goal. A very short kick here from the right hash. The kick by Lutz is good. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
What a season this guy's having. Yet to miss on a field goal this entire year. And I really hope I didn't just jinx him.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. Bayless Jones now on the return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Texans to the line. First and 10.
Seven Pirates! Seven Pirates! 79 Broncos!
Here's Milroe to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And after one play, this drive might already be in trouble. That's going to push him back for second down. Now it's Milroe. It's a screen play to Genty. They aren't getting anything here, Brock. They're actually going to lose some. Back to the 10. Goes to the hurry up here. Third and long. Here's Milroe. He lofts one deep, center of the field. Well, they had the look. Certainly didn't shy away from it, but couldn't connect. And now they're stuck facing fourth down.
You never, ever, as an offense, like 3 and outs, Kate, but you really don't like them on third down when you throw into tight coverage like that. Got to manufacture a better look.
And he gets it away from his end zone. Has it at the 37. And he's brought down before the return gets far.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 46-yard line.
The Seahawks in good field position to start this drive off as they head up to the line. First and 10. Here's Williams to start the drive. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's second and 10. Shotgun snap for Purdy. Catch is made down the right sideline. And he's got this one down to the enemy 35 before they force him out. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs. All set to go now from the 35. First and 10 now. Here's Purdy. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's second and 10. Now Purdy. Throwing the out route complete. And he's going to be out of bounds. Looks like a yard or two short of the 25.
I know I could sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
Purdy on third and 1. It's on target to Williams. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and it netted some positive yards.
Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll get this inside the 10 to the 9. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 9-yard line.
On 2nd down, a run with Williams. And he couldn't get much there, but what he did get was absolutely crucial. That makes it 1st and goal.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you wanted to take your shots. But some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No 3rd down required now.
Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. The rookie out of UCLA in on the stop.
I'm not going to lie. I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards in the double coverage, that is way too much risk for that reward.
Thrown towards running back, but he comes up empty, incomplete, and now they're facing 3rd down.
I think I could see that sideline considering the challenge down there. It was close, but I think he got barely enough to escape the end zone. Another run might not be so lucky.
And he's got it in the end zone for the Seattle touchdown. The Seahawks take a 2nd quarter lead. Will Lutz now on for the extra point. He's good on the extra point effort. And the Seahawks push their lead to 3. Here's Lutz set to kick this away. Felton now to return this. He'll head out of bounds on the return.
Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
All right, the Houston offense looks set, Brock. Here's 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Milrow now to throw. This is caught by Trey Palmer. And he's going to get this one at the 36-yard line. Big gain, 14 on the play. And it'll be 1st down, Houston.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
1st down.
Ready.
They've got 1st down here from the 36.
19 tight. Warriors 17.
Milrow from the gun. Oh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this 1st half so far, that's not met the standard they set for themselves.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 36.
Get up. 70 Lions. 18, 5 in. Buffalo 18. They crash.
Kick the running back in motion. From the gun, Milrow. Buys time, rolling right. He can run it. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And it'll be a 1st down, Texans.
Oh, that just sucks the wind out of a defense. So demoralizing. So many guys do things the right way, only to see a quarterback evade the pressure and go get that 1st down anyway.
19 Tiger. Ready.
Milrow with it on 1st. Finds him over the middle. And this goes across midfield and into Seahawks territory.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Shotgun give here to Genty. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. The clock rolls as the Texans try to hurry their offense to the line.
That's another Texans 1st down. A 5-yard gain.
Here's Milroe, 1st and 10.
First down, Texans.
Knocked away, that's going to be incomplete. Defender there, that brings up 2nd down. You never want to overlook those Mike backers when you're throwing short, Brock. So often it's those guys and not the corners or the safeties that are going to be the ones in there breaking those up.
Yeah, and so often these linebackers of today, these middle linebackers, are just oversized safeties. They can really run and play the ball as he just did.
Ready?
After the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and 10.
Let's go.
Now a design run. Here's Milroe. Still has some space inside the 35. And they're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. The clock rolls as the Texans try to hurry their offense to the line.
A gain of 16 yards. First down, Houston.
To throw, here's Milroe. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
They'll try something else from the 27 this time. 2nd and 10.
18 reps.
Throwing here, Milroe. Hits his running back. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. The Seahawks calling for a timeout. They're 1st and 3. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler. Gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs.
And in he goes for the Houston touchdown. The Texans take the lead just before halftime. For the point after, here's Aubrey. The point after splits the uprights. And the Texans take a 4-point lead.
14, Seahawks 10.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. Khalif Raymond to return it. He's got a lane up past the 30. A great effort, but he got popped at the end of it.
Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
They've got 1st down here, but just 18 seconds to work with.
Get set.
Play action now with Purdy. Finds him on the crossing route. And he's going to have this up and across midfield, partner, to the 48.
It's a gain of 21
Now Seattle going to call its 2nd timeout. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
1st and 10.
1 play in, Brock, and this drive is already into enemy territory. 1st down throw by Purdy. That'll be incomplete, and the clock shows 10 seconds left.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
18, watch out.
Back to the air on 2nd, Purdy. And this is going to be incomplete again. Defender knocks this one away. That brings up 3rd down.
Kate, what I love about that play, everybody can see the pass breakup, the knock away. You can see the result. What you don't see are the fundamentals. The corner's job of mirroring that route, being stride for stride, and then having the great anticipation and timing to knock it away.
Dump off pass to Williams. And he's got this one down to the enemy 35 before they force him out.
13 yards.
Only time left for 1 more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. He was good on his first kick. Going to need to hit this one well to go 2 for 2. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. Aubrey now to kick this one away. Here's Raymond on the return. That's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
Raymond on the return. The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun. Second half starts with a run by Williams. And that is exactly what they were after, Brock. A good 8-yard run there on first down.
That is just a great drive starter. What every offense wants. Gives you a little bit of energy, a little juice, and now a really manageable second down.
From the gun is Purdy. Short pass brought in. And this is going to be out of bounds. This defense catches up to him near that 45.
It's a gain of 14
They pick up 14 yards on that one, and that gives the Seahawks the first.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. Up the gut they go with Williams. He gets forward. That's about 4 yards. That was B.J. Ojulari on the stop.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. Connects on the crosser. He hangs onto that football, Brock, through a well-timed tackle. Nice gain. They're down to the 36. And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another first and 10. Throwing now out of the shotgun. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
This defense, they had a plan, and they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
Complete left side there to Jennings. He's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that means a fresh set of downs for Seattle.
First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
To the air again, Purdy. And he's got it in the end zone for the Seattle touchdown. The Seahawks take the lead right away in half number 2. Cortland Sutton, the touchdown. Well, they definitely wanted to get that one out quick, Brock. They did just that, and it ends in 6.
We hear it all the time, but it is so true, Kate. This is a game about matchups. And when you see a throw that quick, it really was determined pre-snap. It was great design and tremendous execution. You know, no sense in piling on. Pretty clear for everybody to see. He knows he should have had that one. Just didn't watch it in the whole way. And it leaves 2 points on the table.
On the return, here's Jones. He's brought down just inside the 25.
Jones on the return. The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Texans to the line, first and 10. Off the play fake, Milrow. He's going to push one deep down the right. On it, and he nearly picked it. So couldn't hang on in the end. The offense got lucky on a risky throw there. It's second down.
I'm not going to be surprised at all, Kate, if we see more of this. Just trying to find some answer, extend plays, be creative, try different things, because nothing really consistently has gone well for him today.
No luck on the connection. It's incomplete.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
So after that prior incompletion, it's third down. Here he goes, third and long. And he's not going to escape. The Seahawks brought the pressure, and they got him. And the defense comes through, and that's going to back him up and bring up fourth down.
10-yard loss on the play. 3 and out.
The Texans set to punt. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. And the punt team hurries down, and they're going to stop this one at the 10-yard line.
At their own 10-yard line.
Seahawks just about set. Here's 1st and 10. Play action now. Purdy. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. No luck finding his receiver that time. And it's going to be 2nd down.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
And this one gets up to the 14-yard line before he stops.
There's no question, Kate, that the big plays down the seam or will make tight ends a fan favorite, but it's those type of catches right there. The short yardage, it gets good coverage, contested catches that really make tight ends a locker room favorite.
On 3rd down, Purdy. Gets it downfield, off target to Sutton. And he will get this inside the 30.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
He's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down.
Jacob Parrish on the coverage.
From the gun, a carry by Williams. And 2 yards all he can get. It's 3rd down.
Williams, the ball carrier. He was brought down at the 26. A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
They'll throw, 3rd and long. Gets this one to London. And they get this down to the 10-yard line before going down. Give them about 16 yards on that gain, Brock, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
1st down and goal to go.
Straight ahead with Williams. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on 1st and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on 2nd down.
Purdy gets this from the pistol. And he's got it in the end zone for the Seattle touchdown. The Seahawks hold an 11-point advantage. Cortland Sutton, the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. Lutz there to tack on the extra point. And the Seahawks push the lead up to 12. Here's Lutz set to kick this away. Felton now to return this. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
All right, the Houston offense looks set, Brock. Here's 1st and 10. We go play action here. It's Milrow. Finds a seam down the middle. At the 20. He goes the distance. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans shave some off the deficit late in the quarter.
That's some good old-fashioned playground football. Even at the elementary school, find the fastest kid and let him run.
Aubrey good on the point after. And the Texans trim the deficit down to 5.
Texans 21.
So after making this a 5-point ball game, they kick it off. Here's Raymond on the return. Making some progress here. And the tackle's made as he gets it out to the 32.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
Seattle getting everybody set. They've got 1st and 10. First play, they go quick out to the left, complete is going to go as a gain of about 3 before he's met and escorted out.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Second down now. They need 7. Shotgun snap for Purdy. Drops this one down here for Williams. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on a defense.
So just 1 quarter to go on Monday Night Primetime. It's the Seahawks with it, currently with a not quite so comfortable lead. Football's on the 48. Here we go. First down. Here's Purdy to throw. Avoid some trouble there. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
You know what they say about assuming? Well, it's the same way on a football field. You can never assume. If you stop assuming that first sacker's going to get to the quarterback, well, you could run yourself right into trouble. This defense didn't. They didn't take a break. And they finally get him to the ground.
Down to the 10. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks make it a 2-possession game here in the 4th. Drake London with the touchdown. One after try is good by Lutz. And the Seahawks push the lead up to 12.
Seahawks 33, Texans 21. Will Lutz set to kick off.
Here's Lutz set to kick this away. On the return, here's Jones. And he crawls to the 15 before they stop him.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
Run the stick.
Texans to the line. First and 10.
Bronco switch. Bronco switch.
Giving this to Genty. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, they came at the perfect time.
Ooh, would have been a big gainer if they connected, but they could not. Instead, third down coming up.
It is such a weapon offensively when you've got a big tight end that can stretch the field vertically. Not a lot of DBs have the size to cover him. They tried to get it to him in that spot where he could win it, but unfortunately, no connection to be made.
Burrow throwing on third down. Chased out to his right. And this is brought to a stop at the 34-yard line there. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
I just don't know how you play defense, Kate, and some of the guys in the league today. How can you balance defending somebody who can run for it or throw it right over your head? These dual threat QBs, they're a nightmare.
Trying for the deep ball. Brought in inside the 20. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans now within 1 score in the 4th.
A receiver this skilled, well, he's got every route in his back pocket, but sometimes simple is better. No complicated cuts, no double moves. You just go run right by him.
That one splits the uprights. And the Texans trim the deficit down to 5. So after making this a 5-point ball game, they kick it off. Here's Thomas on the return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
Take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Seahawks just about set. Here's first and 10.
Get set. Get set.
handoff to Williams. Oh, man, nothing for him again, Brock. It has been a struggle all game as this one's quickly mocked up, too.
Stopped right at the line, but might as well have been a loss of yards as far as the offense is concerned. It's always humbling when you try force versus force, and the defense wins out.
That's taken in by Henry. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Tendencies tend to show themselves, Kate, and really come to life on third downs. Right? They want to go to their best receiver. Defense knows it. They know that tendency. They double it, and they make the play.
Look at them. They don't want to surrender the lead or possession. The offense staying out there on 4. Fourth down. Pass coming. He's got Sutton complete. And the stop is made just before he's able to reach that midfield strike. Man, forget that was fourth down. That is an impressive 22-yard pickup on any play. And that gets him a first down.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
This is Williams. And a couple of teammates combining there for the stop after just 1 yard.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down. Now Purdy. He's got it to him yet again. That is caught. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
First and 10 from the 32. Throwing from the gun here. Completed to his running back. And he's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
Running in the red zone. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into first and goal.
And I can promise you, you go back and look at the most efficient offenses in the NFL over the last couple decades, one thing will resonate. You've got to be able to attack the middle of the field. It's great to do.
And they got there in time. He's taken down. So we're down to the 2-minute warning here from Seattle. Seahawks with a 5-point lead. Headed in the wrong direction, Brock, as they take second and goal now from the 13. Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. He brings it in. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks take an 11-point lead as they try to push this one out of reach. Cortland Sutton, the touchdown. His third through the air this game. This one is up and good. And the Seahawks push the lead up to 12.
Will Lutz set to kick off.
Here's Lutz set to kick this away. Felton now to return this.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. First and 10. Bill Rowe from the gun. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. Picked off by Marte Mapu. And the Seahawks get the football as he makes his third interception of this season.
You know, I know it doesn't show up as a whole lot of return yards on the stat sheet. That's big time. Every single yard is a bonus, setting your offense up for success. And most importantly,
he intercepts it. That is exactly what they needed. And the Texans have some new life in the fourth. Now after throwing the pick, we see him injured on the play as well. Nobody wants to see an insult and injury on the same play for him. Hopefully he's just shaken up. Offense showing trips outright as they get set for this 1st and 10. Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. Has him on the quick hitter. Tackle made right around the 26. The clock rolls as the Texans try to hurry their offense to the line. First down throw here from Milrow. Short pass brought in. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he can reach that 40. Working fast as the clock ticks towards 0. Here's Milrow, 1st and 10. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We've got 2nd down.
That's what I call complimentary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
Ranging near a minute to play. 2nd and 10.
18, hot, red. Bronco 80, trap 50, trap 60. 65 catch, 65.
From the gun, Milrow. And back-to-back passes that should have been intercepted. 2 great chances to take it away. Both of them dropped, Brock, and now they stay out there for 3rd down. Still 10 yards to get this 1st down as they come to the line. Now to throw. Trying to push deep downfield. And they really went for it on 3rd down, didn't they? But the heave falls incomplete. Now they're facing 4th down.
I'll say, Kate, that defense looked even better, sharper on 3rd down than they did on 2nd. They played that one so tight there was no window to throw.
6, go check, go check.
Timeout coming from the Texans. That's their 1st. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. They've got to go for it in this spot, Brock. This is 4th down.
Let's go now. Cougar 19. Ready.
Desperation time here. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. This is caught inside the 15. The clock rolls as the Texans try to hurry their offense to the line.
Texans, 1st down. A gain of 46.
Looking inside the red zone. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. Working quickly here. Shotgun now for Milrow. And all right, it's a touchdown in the final moment. So win still very unlikely, but a sliver of hope now after that play. How quickly things can change, partner. The pain from being taken down that prior play, yeah, I imagine that's gone and forgotten now, and it's been replaced by the adrenaline from finding the end zone there.
Yeah, that defense could have certainly used a pass rush from the previous play because that quarterback had plenty of time to scan the field and make a throw, and he gets an immediate measure of revenge for that sack.
And the Seahawks get a hold of the kick. That should just about do it for this game.
Hey, the numbers don't lie. The numbers tell you, Kate, time and again, it